Hello, welcome back to Jack's FSX videos. Today, for episode 45 of the ongoing series, it's going to be showing you when to go around. So in this first example, it's the Cessna 172 at the Friday Harbour. I've been using it a few times in the last few episodes of the ongoing series. And it's just going to approach coming in too high and too fast. And obviously, then when this does usually happen, you sort of lose slightly control of the aircraft, and the way that you control it is extreme, basically. Yeah, you can't really control it that well, and you just go all over the place. So the best thing to do is go around, like you just saw. Then again, it's the same sort of thing, too fast and too high, except now I've come in from a different approach, and again, you're too extreme. You get too extreme with the controls, and you're not on the proper glide slope at all, and it's just not really how you make to land. So the best thing to do, once again, is obviously go around, which you'll now just see. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you this Bombardier CRJ 700 landing at Atlanta. And another thing to do when go around is flaring too early, or over flaring. You should never flare until you've gone over the runway threshold and the engine's been put to idle, because then it just results in a stall, as you just saw there. And then this is the same as the Cessna 172, just basically coming in too fast and too high for landing, and except now it's obviously a commercial aircraft. So yeah, it's pretty similar to that. Just go around. It's always the best thing to do. It's not worth landing. It's not going to be good. Most of the time you're not going to be able to land, so you're just coming in way too fast and high. Now you're in line with the runway for this one, but except you're coming in a bit too high and a bit too fast. So you then would apply the speed brake, which is obviously not what you meant to do. You should never apply the speed brake on full for mid-flight, really, because you're just going to it's usually result in a stall. This one I did manage to stop it from resulting in a stall, but then I had to raise the nose of the aircraft not to hit the runway threshold, and then the back of the plane hit the runway and it bounces a bit. So it's not really that good to apply the speed brake. And now in this final example, it's basically a too high nose pitched up. So the pilot's coming in too low, and obviously he needs to raise the nose of the aircraft, and doing so at the same time he applies power to the engine. But the pilot then doesn't realise how high he's actually gone, and obviously now you can see he's way too high, and then but the thrust doesn't react quick enough, and a stall then occurs at the same time as well, and it just goes towards the ground, as you can now just see here. So that's obviously not what you want, and you're going to crash there as well. So you should go around. So the best thing to do is go around if you're in any of these situations, like coming in too low even here. So just pull up the gear, pull in the flaps, apply power to the engine, and go around by turning left or right, or just go right over the runway and past the airport. And if you're using ATC, they can guide you around the airport to go back onto the approach for landing, or you can use your GPS. So that is it for episode 45 of the ongoing series. Next week, episode 46, is going to be the views of Hawaii, just showing you around Hawaii, specifically Honolulu. And please take a look at my website, and thanks for watching.